Hey there, you. Welcome back. I'm glad you're here with me. Oh, I'm so grateful that you exist. Now, you might be thinking, like, who's this guy talking to? I'm talking to you. Oh, yes, I am. Now I know you're here with me. I know you can hear my voice. I'm singing these little songs just for you. So what if I sing off key? Who gives a crap about that? Not me or you. What? This reading, someone's calling me on the phone. It's all messed up. Let me Let me get back to this reading. That interruption caused my brain to fry. I wanna cancel the video and cry. What do you gotta rhyme everything for, Brian? I don't. Okay, I'll stop doing that. All right, are you ready? I'll stop doing it for a moment. Let's see what we got. Enlightenment. So look, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? We're talking about the light. We're talking about the light. There it is. A lot of times when we see words, we want to break them apart and think about what the heck is in them. We want to look at things in a new way. Enlightenment. We want to be like that little kid that goes up and says, hey, is it okay if I break the word enlightenment apart into fragments and look at it differently? And the God source symbol, the white light, golden sunshine symbol says, I was hoping you would do that. I was hoping you would create something new from what you already know. Enlightenment. Isn't that what enlightenment is? We're going to take it and we're going to make it lighter. There, we just lightened the load of that word by getting rid of the rest of the parts of it. Light. Light where? Light inside of men. Men. There's a little boy and there's the little dad-like thing representing men. Now don't get it wrong. This doesn't mean like men. It means like mankind, the kind of person called a mankind, the kind of thing called a human. Human. Enlighten human. To enlighten human. That would be the word we want here. So what else? What else is in the middle of this word? 10. 10? What's that? 10 is a 0 and a 1, or the other way around. A 1 and a 0. 10. 10. What's the 1 and the 0? You know that represents the binary system. 1 and 0. Looks like two opposing sides that we used to say were fighting each other, like two powers. That was the old way. When we were children, we grew up thinking that there were two powers in the world, God and the devil, good and evil. We gave them names and we pit them against each other. And we could call it a 1 and a 0, or 10 has that inside of it. Because remember, what we're doing is we're breaking the words down, we're looking at the fragments. Just like we're going to break down our own makeup, we're going to look at the parts of who we are as that self and that spirit combined. Our consciousness, our awareness is living inside of the dropping of the card, the fall of man, the physical self in the world that keeps changing. So, the 1 and the 0 from this word 10 just represent the binary system of good and bad, duality. And we're rising above that. That's what enlightenment would mean here. We're going to rise above that, and we're going to instead see the 1 and the 0 combined as the word 10, as the number 10. And what's that going to mean? That means that the 1 and the 0 work together. That means duality, the black and white, the good and bad work together, they're together as one, they're together, they are friends, they're having fun, they're laughing, they're so joyful, they're just little lights that are in the world making all the new iterations, the varieties of changes that we see. Think about this. The 1 and the 0 in a binary system are like a string that go together of 11001, 11001, all to a computer. These are little codes for different things. For example, if a computer was looking at this, which it probably is, hi Google, hi AI, hi YouTube algorithm, my name's Brian. By the way, you are allowed to bump this video up to number 1 in all of the keywords that you can recognize in the video. Enlightenment, enlightenment, enlightenment. Anyway, the 1 and the 0 are together now because, like in a computer, they're used to recognize different images or different concepts or different strings of data. So for example, this boy might be 1101 to the computer's eye. And this man, or this like grandfather looking figure, might be 111001. And that's how it'll tell the difference between it. It just sees it like the Matrix, a bunch of zeros and ones. Remember that dude in the Matrix was like so fluent in 0-1 speak that as those green zeros and ones were going down, and there were some other symbols there too, but as they were falling down, he was able to recognize like that woman in the red dress, or was it the green dress? Either way, he was able to recognize it based on the numbers. So we want to be able to see with new eyes. That's enlightenment. We want to open our eyes, put light through our eyes, see with new eyes along our little chakra journey, our little journey of renewal. It is in the renewing of the mind that we unleash new light. So when you have a new idea or when you look at something different, you unleash the light into the world. When you take the literal things and you make them more abstract, stretch them apart, make them more like we see down here in the bottom of the card, make them more like that, then it opens up for expansion and movement and flow of light. The light comes down through. That's why you see me, hear me singing so much. And that's why you hear me say nonsense so much. Nonsense is sensible. It's nonsense. It's something. Nonsense is its own thing. We like it. It's our friend. But at first we thought it was an enemy to run from. You're speaking nonsense. That is no good. But now we see that nonsense is really just abstraction. And abstraction is a contraption to open a new space for the light to come in like a new box, a new house, a new person, a new world, a new now, a new land that didn't exist before. So bring down those stars by building new boxes with your words, by breaking apart the ones you already know and getting into some new concepts and ways of saying things and doing things and moving things. All of this is brand new. No one's done it before. If I was to just go like bing, 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 what? That was all brand new, so more light moves in. Look how nonsense is a box for enlightenment. And why is the kid here? Because we want to be like a little child, playful. Playful, abstract, creative. Creativity. Creativity and enlightenment, they go together. Like a 0 and a 1 go together. They are friends. They are the 10. They are multiplied. Now look, be like a little child to enter the kingdom of heaven. What is that? The kingdom of having. The kingdom of heaven, of having something new happen in your life. Renewal. This is so goody, good. A lot of it is just finding out what you love to do and what you feel like good at, or what you feel like practiced at, or what you feel like good about doing, good about being. I'm good about having this little moment here with you. I like it. I like doing what I'm doing, so I'm doing it. I like sharing words. I like singing little songs. I like reading cards and looking at things in new ways. I like the idea that other people are watching this video and they're thinking, whatever they're thinking, they're having a personal experience with the video. They're having a personal reflection of themselves. For example, some people might be watching this, not you, but some people might be saying this. Not you, you're not the one saying this, but some people might be like, that guy Brian's crazy. That's the reflection that they're going to see when they have this experience. When they look into the mirror of this video, they're going to see, they don't recognize it as anything but the word crazy. And we don't even know what that word means to them. because they're not here talking about it, but they know what it means to them, and they're just seeing a reflection. So this reading is extremely personal. Everything is, because we're always seeing a reflection of who we are in our heart and mind. So when you go out to judge someone else or whatever, when we go out and we want to judge someone, we're not really judging them. What we're doing is we're interpreting the reality that we're seeing, right? We're interpreting the reality that we're seeing. So this says, surrender your attachment to results. So when we see a reality that is ouchy, we don't want to stay attached to that, because then we'll start to put on the ouchy eyes, if you will. And then we're going to be looking at everything through the eyes of ouchiness. And that's going to suck, because we're going to spot everything in our reality that it hurts. For example, if we were looking for stuff that is color red or rose-colored glasses, you've heard of that, then everything in your environment that's red is going to start standing out. You know, like, wow, I see it now. Like, look, that's red. What else? Ooh, I found something else that's red. Oh, this is red. That's red. Ooh, that's red. Ooh, and we read that because it was a word, so we could read it. Reddit. Reddit. Oh, Reddit. Isn't it that thing? Isn't Reddit that like website site where people post things? Reddit. Information. Look, do you see how the associations flow and move us along? And we want to be able to be open so that we can, where did it go? Surrender our attachment to the results of what's happening in this moment. So be in the moment and then let the moment go. Surrender, surrender. This is why music or singing is so helpful. Surrender, surrender. You can't really stay in the same space with music. It moves you along like a little song, like a melody. If whether it's good or bad doesn't matter. Who gives a crap? You can feel the energy coming through it. You can see the movement of the light. It's moving all the time. Earth is spinning 1,000 miles an hour. You're not falling off. So don't worry. Just be yourself. Let whatever's in you come out. Let it come out. Share your feelings. Share your thoughts. Let other people know what you're thinking and feeling and imagining and doing and whatevering. Allow all of that to come out. Why? Because we will all be learning. Look at all the DNA. We're learning all of the new stuff from each other, from bouncing off each other's words and light, from listening to others and then having it reflect back. Like people will say something, we're not going to do and hear exactly what they're saying. We're going to hear what they're saying as it meets what we are knowing currently. And those two are going to dance and they're going to mix like colors of the rainbow of the light, and the DNA gets changed. The DNA is the little bit of computer storage system in you. Now there's stuff that's already programmed in there, but we're going in and reprogramming. We're doing that real DNA. Restructuring. Quantum light language is living in us. Just realize that when you get all open like this, you can charge it all up. You can get it all open. You can find what you want to plant inside the DNA mind of your heart being. And you can do that when you know you are a spiritual being having a human experience. It's always going to be the very most important thing, is to know that we are a self and a spirit combined, and that those two have become one, and that truth will set you free. The Gospel of Thomas, Gnostic thing that was supposedly tossed out. For a book that was tossed out, how come I know so much about it? I guess it didn't matter. I guess it's here, and I guess we're using it just like anything else. Real or fictional. Or no. Yeah, real or fictional. We can use anything. We can even use our imagination to be able to help us renew, because we're just dealing with concepts and words and emotions. That's it. Concepts, words, and emotions. And a lot of this healing really is just renewing of the mind, renewing of the heart, renewing of the energy, renewing of the everything, renewing of the thinking, renewing of the being, the renewing of the speaking, the renewing of the everything, the renewing of the DNA strands that are inside of you, the renewing of your heart, mind, your third eye, your oh my, the renewing. So what is the deal? What is the deal? What are we going to do? We're going to make videos like this every day and you're going to watch them? Maybe. Maybe. Why not? Why not? This is what it is right now, and we're having a good old time, aren't we? We're having fun. If we ever outgrow each other, so what? It's all good. Someone else will show up, and I'll be different anyway, too. You know what I mean? There might be, time might go by, you might come back and watch another video if you just aren't into it right now. Whatever. Just know that I'm here forever. Google is a 500-year YouTube, 500-year project, right? Oh, look at it. It's taking leaps out into the unknown, out into the land that doesn't exist yet. What's the guy walking on? It looks like he's going to fall. No, he made the leap onto this thing in the back of the car. Don't you see it? He's walking on the white light. The cloud is just the white light. We're not dealing with the third dimension anymore. These cloud things aren't way back there. We can just decide that he is literally walking on water or clouds. What's the difference? Clouds in the sky are harder to walk on than water in the ground, aren't they? Oh yeah, be that fool who has faith in the things that we can't see. Be that fool who laughs at this old reality. Be that fool who launches on the rainbow sweater of white light sleeve and gets that special flower, the heart chakra and white light bloom that you can always make believe. Always make belief out of. That is the reading, and on our way out, we're going to pull a little happy little mermaid and dolphin deck card to see what it's got to say. Ooh, I want to see it. I love these little cards. Aw, they're so cute, the little dolphin and mermaid deck. Aw, what are you going to say to us? There's a little word and a little sentence on it to tell us something good. Alchemy, transform, and that's this whole reading's been about. Alchemy, alchemy, alchemy. In what way? In taking the things we already know, alchemy, taking what we already know, like the word enlightenment, rearranging it, chewing on it, eating it, and growing something new in that DNA system that we are, ever evolving and expanding as we're holding on to our green vine of our heart chakra spiritual body. There we go, friends. Have fun transforming and renewing your mind moment by moment with every word you say, every movement you make, every breath that you take, and every relationship that you are involved in. And it's all simply a reflection, of you. Take care.